Welcome to Learn BC. You're here with Jared. We're in Finance 101 up to fixed assets, SOP-07. This is all about insuring a fixed asset. Now, before we get started, we always talk about the context and rules, the trigger, preconditions, and the key principles, and then we move over to a procedure step-by-step, SOP, standard operating procedure. We talk about the outcomes good, being post-condition, or bad being an exception. Now, we'd appreciate if you could if you enjoy this content, share, comment, and subscribe. Email us at how@learnbc.today if you want to reach out to us. Let's get started. Okay, insurance on a fixed asset, and having this checksum in the business where have I insured to the correct values of my assets. This is a great section of Business Central. The trigger here is a fixed asset needs to be insured, or an existing insurance policy needs to be renewed, updated, or linked to a new asset. So how does it work? The precondition is the fixed asset card exists and is active. An insurance card is created with policy details. The insurance setup, type, classes is complete. So what we then do is we have key principles: insurance versus depreciation. So insurance tracking is separate from depreciation. It does not affect the assets book value of the general ledger. It is purely for risk management and reporting. And insurance journals use the insurance journal to link the value of an asset to a specific insurance policy. This creates insurance coverage ledger entries, which is what we want. Coverage versus value. Business Central allows you to compare the insured value against the acquisition cost or replacement value to identify underinsured or overinsured assets. Now, critical warning: ensure the insurance value is updated whenever an asset is revalued or significantly upgraded. Failing to update the insurance coverage can result in severe financial loss if the asset is damaged or destroyed. Well, this SOP starts with creation of an insurance card. You search insurance, and we're effectively creating an insurance policy in Business Central, outlining the vendor, what we pay for that policy. We outline the description, the particular ledger, etc. We fill all these details in, then move over to step 2, where we open insurance journals, and the journal takes it from there. We open the journal, we enter the journal details, being the posting date, and a document number. The first thing you do is you link the policy, and then you choose the asset number. 2 fields, then you have the insured value. This is not how much the insurance costs per year, This is the insured value, and you post the journal. This creates insurance coverage ledger, linking the assets to the policy. Now, exceptions handling: asset is underinsured. We'll run the insurance uninsured FA report. If the asset's acquisition cost exceeds the insured value, post an additional insurance journal line to increase the coverage. Insurance policy expires. Well, create a new insurance card and for the renewed policy. So it's a new card for the renewed policy. Use the insurance journal to transfer the coverage. Asset disposal but still insured. Well, when an asset is disposed of, SOP-09, you must manually post a negative insurance journal line to remove its value from the insurance policy. So, and green field, blue sky options. What does it look like with the post conditions? The fixed asset is linked to insurance. You've got a boolean there on every single asset that tells you, is it insured? And you can check some to make sure your assets are suitably insured. Insurance coverage ledger entries are created. The total value of the insurance card is updated, and the asset is ready for insurance reporting and compliance checks. And I'll say, going back a step, the total insured value on the insurance card is updated, and it gives you a checksum whether you've underinsured or overinsured. Let's go take a look at Business Central. So if I search in Business Central insurance, I have a few things come up here. Show all, and there's 5 options. Now, the first thing we want to do is we're going to go into insurance policy, and I'm going to create a policy for my tractor. I've got one here for my tractor A, and I've created that. I want to create a new one. So I'm going to go new policy, for, that's an existing number. There we go, tractor B insurance. Who's the vendor? We're getting that through Fabricum, and the effective date is the 1st of the 4th, 24, and 1st of the 4th, 27 is when it expires. The insurance type is vehicle. The policy number is call insurance 01, and the annual premium for this, let's say it's $5,000, and the policy cover for this, remembering we split a $100,000 asset, let's say it's $55,000. Okay, now is it blocked? What's the posting? So fixed asset class is tangible, the subclass is vehicles, and the location we're talking about for this one, I'm pretty sure is where one. So I'm going to go and duplicate my screen and just go home and check the location of the item that we're wanting to insure. So it's tractor B, it's just to warehouse. So I better correct that. Warehouse. All right. So step 1 in the SOP, create yourself an insurance policy. Please note on that insurance policy, the policy coverage, when you post the insurance journal, it's going to check some of this. So let's go take a look. So insurance journal, fixed asset insurance journal. So here we have, okay, we got an invoice from a supplier. All right, the insurance number, it's tractor B insurance. The fixed asset is tractor B. So this is where we set the document date and the document number. It says that as our step 3. Just checking here. Journal details, step 3, enter the date and the document number. Step 4, let's link the policy insurance to the asset. And here we're going to say we got, instead of 50,000, we got 40,000. Okay, and this is going to just turn things up a little bit and just give us a bit of bazinga. So that's our insurance value, which is step 5. Step 6 for us is just post. Now there's no preview on this, so I'm just going to go do it. I hit post. Do you want to post the journal lines? Yes. Now before I do, please note the dimensions. If you are using dimensions, all of your global dimensions and your shortcuts are there on the line. Let's hit post. Yes. Posted successfully. That was pretty cool. Let's now go back to our fixed asset, tractor B. Down the bottom of the asset, it now says insured. Let's click on it, and we can see here on this entry $40,000 worth of insurance. So that's working. If I go back into my insurance policy, helps if I type it right. Our insurance policy for tractor B insurance, I can run. Let's just run the statistics, and here I can see the annual premium is 5,000, total value insured is 40,000, the policy coverage, okay, so is 55,000. Therefore, we've over or under insured $15,000. So we've got a bit of a gap there. Okay. Now, if I go to the sum insured, I can actually see the journal that's been created for that particular insurance that's been taken up. And statistics, we can see that if we go run the total value insured per FA, fixed asset, we can run that show matrix, and it should give us a matrix of which policy is covering which items under insurance. So if you're a big company and you've got 5,000 assets, that's probably not going to be ideal for you. You'll want to be able to run a report in to PDF or use some form of Power BI, because that will be super chunky. But in principle, that gives us our insurance coverage for fixed assets. I'll see you in the next SOP.